League football match. The news today is brought to you courtesy of Siritsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through Virgins. Check them today by calling 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927. Siritsu Communications, we are here to serve you better.
Discover the power of seamless connection with Siritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning-fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Siritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology.
And now for the news. Farmers in St. Thomas say they are set back not just by the latest heavy rains, but also by disease and the previous period of drought. President of the St. Thomas branches of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS, Horace Ogilvie, told NRP Radio that shortages in some products from St. Thomas and higher prices are likely leading up to Christmas. Mr. Ogilvie said from his personal situation as a farmer in the Landui area of St. Thomas, they had lost about 8 acres of onion seeds just planted and washed away by the rains. He said the farmers were putting in 20 acres, and apart from those washed away, the other acres to be planted would have to be delayed. Mr. Ogilvie says production was already affected because of the drought earlier in the summer. He says that several onion farmers who had boosted production had suffered badly from the rains. He cited the experience he and several farmers had on an agro park.
We have a JS agro park where we set up, we divide up agriculture farm. We have lease land and subdivided for members. And we sold about 80 acres one and so already. Right? I was supposed to sell about 22 acres. And the weather destroy the sowing. They seize them, them just germinate and we get beat out, and then the river come down. So we were set back with that. I have another farm up at top again, so we're in the same position.
In addition, he says there was a strange disease that was affecting gungo peas, and the crop will be below usual levels this year. That means prices will rise.
Sure. And then the next thing we have is the gungo peas disease. Just take them, they just get white from fungus disease. Just take them, white fly, just take them, So gungo will be one setback. Yeah, price will go up because said we're going to have less amount of gungo peas because of the disease, right? Mm-hmm. So price going to go up.
Horace Ogilvie, president of the St. Thomas branch of the JAS. The taxi operator charged for the deaths of 5 people in Westmoreland a week ago remains in custody and is to return to court Wednesday, November 20. 47-year-old Delroy Rodney appeared in the Westmoreland Parish Court Monday, but his application was not. He said they were filed. Mr. Rodney is represented by Lambert Johnson and Faith Salmon. He was charged 5 counts of causing death by dangerous driving. The charges arose out of the death of 5 people on a small Toyota Voxy passenger bus Rodney was driving going east near Bluefields, Westmoreland on Monday afternoon. The bus crashed into a goods truck heading in the opposite direction and road. At least 2 of the passenger bus. 3 reportedly died on the scene and 2 others died in hospital later. Rodney is to return to court on Wednesday, November 22. A 40-year-old Barbadian national is to spend 6 months in prison and pay $600,000 in fines after he was convicted for attempting to smuggle cocaine out of Jamaica. He is Kelvin Charles, a carpenter from Bridgetown, Barbados. More in this report by Barrington James.
Police say Kelvin Charles was attempting to smuggle 1.8 kilograms of cocaine into the United Kingdom through the Sangsters International Airport, Montego Bay, St. James. Charles was arrested on Thursday, October 26, after customs officers discovered the illicit drug concealed in false compartments of his luggage during security screening procedures. He was subsequently charged with possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine, and attempting to export cocaine. During his court appearance before the St. James Parish Court on Friday, November 17, Charles pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced as follows. For possession of cocaine, $200,000 or 6 months imprisonment. Attempting to export cocaine, $400,000 or 6 months imprisonment and 6 months mandatory imprisonment. The charge for dealing in cocaine was dismissed. Charles was ordered to pay the fines immediately. If he fails to do so, he will serve a total of 18 months imprisonment. I am Barrington James for NRP Radio.
Continuing the news now on NRP Radio, a bar operator was shot and killed in St. Mary on Saturday. Police report that 40-year-old Antoinette Henry, bar operator of Davistown Retreat, St. Mary, was shot and killed by unknown assailants in her community on Saturday, November 18. Reports from the Port Maria police are that about 6 p.m., Henry was inside her bar along with a customer when two men wearing masks and entered the bar. They opened gunfire, hitting Henry to the upper body. She was rushed to the hospital where she was admitted in serious condition. She later succumbed to her injuries. Finally, in the local segment of the Break of Day newscast, the government says that the first science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM school will be banned. A signing ceremony was held on Monday in Kingston involving the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service and the World Bank for the Jamaica Education Project loan agreement valued at US $30 million. According to JIS, the loan program, JEP, is under the purview of the Ministry of Education and Youth. It aims to improve the teaching and learning conditions in secondary education of information for decision-making in the sector. This is expected to be achieved by strengthening teaching and learning in secondary education and the overall science, technology, engineering, arts, STEAM education framework. In his remarks, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, said that Jamaica's development hinges critically on the development of the human capital. You're listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on NRP Meter JHing you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations. This information package is brought to you by Seritsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927. Seritsu Communications, we are here to serve you better.
Discover the power of seamless connection with Suritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Suritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology.
And now let's give you some sporting information brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass is the latest trend-setting supply and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customers service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
And now for our sports stories. We kick off on football news. The Reggae Boys face Canada in the crucial return leg of the CONCACAF Nations League this afternoon, knowing they need to win by 2 clear goals to advance. The team will be boosted by the arrival of Damari Gray, who missed the first match action in Kingston Saturday when Canada beat the Reggae Boys 2-1. After that loss, Hemir Halgrimson spoke to the media. He said he just needed the team to focus on the game in Canada. For him, Saturday was the end of one half, and the second half is in Canada tonight.
How we would like to prepare for the next game or the second half, that starts now. How we would like to prepare for the second half, which is in Canada. So that's the only thing we can do now is focus on the next one. This one is finished.
Reggae Boys coach Hemir Halgrimson. Finally, on schoolboy football, after a long weekend break forced by the weather, schoolboy football action resumes with the Champions Cup quarterfinal matches. In these matches, the best of the Manning and the Costa Cup teams are on the show. Heidel are up against Garvemasio at Manchester High, and Mona are up against Glenmuir at Stets. Both of those matches are at 3 p.m. The first match of a doubleheader at the National Stadium begins at 3 with Dintale Technical against Kingston College, and in the feature at the same venue, defending the Costa Cup champions, Clarendon College goes up against St. George's College. That's sports in our NRP Break of the Newscast, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supply is the latest trend of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whose good story we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmedia@gmail.com or call 876-336-9928. That's the local news and sport. Stand by now for the latest international news, courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Tommy McNeil. The United Nations says that 2/3 of Gaza's 2.3 million people have been made homeless as Israel's war with Hamas and the Gaza.
We are witnessing a killing of civilians that is unparalleled and unprecedented in any conflict since I am Secretary General.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. The White House says that it is closer than ever to a deal to release the more than 230 hostages held by Hamas, but it did not have an update to share according as of Monday.
Indonesian hospital has come under Israeli attack after the Shifa hospital last week. VOA asked the White House about the attacks on hospitals. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby.
We don't want to see hospitals as battlegrounds. We don't want to see firefights in hospitals. Now, as we've also said, at least when it comes to Al Shifa, I don't have any intelligence on this Indonesia hospital, but at Al Shifa, we did have intelligence that corroborated the Israeli claims that Hamas was using it as a command and control node.
Kirby said the problem for Israel is trying to balance that reality with the fact that Hamas uses hospitals as shields for its fighters. Cindy Sain, VOA News, the State Department.
China's top diplomat welcomed 4 Arab foreign ministers and the Indonesian one to Beijing, saying his country would work with our brothers and sisters in the Arab and Islamic world to try to end the war in Gaza as soon as possible. The ministers from Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, the Palestinian Authority, and Indonesia chose to start a tour of world capitals in Beijing, a testament to both China's growing geopolitics and its longstanding support for the Palestinians. This is VOA News.
That was the latest news from the VOA, weather report and forecast. The National Met Service is reporting that there is a significant feature of a weak trough across Jamaica. The trough is expected to remain across Jamaica over the next few days. In our 24-hour forecast this morning, expect mainly sunny conditions across the island. This afternoon, partly cloudy. In our 3-day forecast after today, that's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, mainly fair in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Of the current regional weather features, a cold front is north of Hispaniola, and a small area of low pressure across the south central Caribbean has a low chance of tropical cyclone development over the next 7 days. That's our weather report and forecast. And with that, we've come to the end of our news presentation this morning. But before we go, here are the headlines once again. Farmers in St. Thomas say losses from rains added on drought experience earlier this year. Taxi driver charged in 5 Westmoreland crash deaths stays in custody. Barbados national convicted and sentenced for attempting to smuggle cocaine out of Jamaica. And in sports, Reggae Boys faces Canada in crucial Nations League football match. The full package of news today came to you courtesy of Siritsi Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-336-1926 or 876-333-1927. Siritsi Communications, we are here to serve you better.
Discover the power of seamless connection with Siritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning-fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Siritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology.
Here is our invitation, friends, to join us again this evening at 6:30 for the NRP Evening News Roundup. Remember, too, we invite your feedback for this newscast via WhatsApp at 876-336-9928 or on any of the platforms that you are listening. We invite you also to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NRP Media JA and click on the notification bell. The same applies to our Facebook pages at NRP Media JA and also under the name LEAON Nash. Our radio platform at nrpmediaja.com is always operating 24/7, 365 days per year for your listening pleasure. Join this growing medium, feel fulfilled and informed. I'm Leon Nash for NRP News. Have a good rest of your morning.